everybody and welcome back to Reinality TV. I'm Reina and today I want to do a basic smoky eye. I feel like, yes, black is really hard to work with, but this is the #1 rule to keep in mind when working with dark or black eyeshadows. It is less is more. So with that in mind, I have done my foundation, concealer, I have put blush, and I have put bronzer on. I've also filled in my eyebrows and I have a little bit of lipstick on. Just so you guys know, any products or makeup products, baby products, anything that I talk about in my videos will always be listed in the description box below. Just so you know, so I will put everything that I've used on my face in that description box as well. And let's get into it. I've zoomed you in and let's go ahead and get started. I did put some concealer on my eyelids and set it with a powder. I'm going to be using the Makeup Studio On The Go eyeshadow palette. Warm Up is the palette name. And I'm just going to start with just this basic bone color shadow. And I'm going to put this all over the lid. And you want to always make sure you are kicking off like the excess, because you can get a lot of shadow that you just don't want on your eyelid. Right, and then I'm going to take a super fluffy brush. This is by Mally. I don't know the name of this brush, but I will put it in the description box. And I am just going to go in with this warm brown shadow. This is going to be the transition color. And I am just gonna put this into the crease. And then I'm going to just take this darker brown color, because we are going to be using like some of these darker shades. So since this is so much lighter than these two, we want to kind of transition both into the darker colors as well as that lighter color. I'm just going to use that same fluffy brush and just kind of bring in that outer corner and then up into the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to go into that darker brown. And so essentially what we are just doing is we're just building up to those darker colors. Because if you just go in with a stark black, that's obviously not going to blend out as well. So I'm going to take this blending eye brush by e.l.f. I'm just going to dab that into that dark brown and just pretty much just pack it on that outer corner and kind of like a V motion. And I'm just patting it in. Kind of because we want to use, remember, less is more. So we want to start off with a little bit and build our way up. So I'm just brushing that brush off to get any excess shadow off of there, because I don't want to put any more. And I'm just going to go in and blend it out. I'm just going to go in again with that fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything together. Alright, and then next we are gonna go in with a black shadow. I'm not the biggest fan of the black shadow in this palette. I just feel like it doesn't blend very well, so I'm gonna go in with a different palette, and this is by Coastal Scents. This is the Revealed Smokey palette, and I'm going to go in with that black shadow. The trick is with the black shadows is to use start off really small and then add more pigment to the effect that you want. And what we're going to be using is this small eye crease brush from e.l.f. Just any small like little domed brush would be good. So we are going to pack that color on. So we are just going to pack it on to that corner. Alright, and then I'm going to go back in with that smaller fluffy brush and just kind of fluff everything together. And then again, I'm just going to go over it with that. Alright, and so that's pretty much it for on the lids. If you want to darken it up, probably just go over it again with some of that black shadow. Just to kind of even things out, we kind of want to work on that bottom lash as well. I'm going to go back into that Studio Makeup palette. I'm going to go into that warm brown shade that we used before. And then we're going to go into that black shadow again with that same brush, just very lightly, and then put that on the outer corner here. Now for some highlight, I'm just going to go in with that smudge brush and go into that bone shade and into this little sparkly highlight shade and kind of mix those together and just put it on the middle of my brow and bring it down. And then I'm going to go into that highlight shade again. Alright, so I'm going to go into that highlight shade right here and just take a flat shader brush and apply that to the lid. And then take that little crease brush and go into that brown just ever so lightly. Just kind of mesh those together. Alright, and that is it. I'm going to come back with some mascara on. I'm going to be using the Doucce Lash Volumizer Mascara. If you haven't checked out my 5 underrated products, I did mention this in there. Go check out that video. I mentioned a couple other things as well. So I will be back with some mascara on. Alright, so this is the final look. I think you could definitely go a little bit deeper with that shadow if you really wanted to. Just use the same technique and just pack on a little bit more black shadow if you wanted to go with a crazy dark smoky eye. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much everybody for watching and checking this video out. If you haven't seen Tuesday's video, I just kind of did a little baby haul on the fall line at Carter's this year. If you haven't already, go check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked this look. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I love you all very much and I will see you in my next video. Bye!